In this third installment of our three-part Security Fabric Overview series, we will demonstrate the Fabric Audit which evaluates your network security. In this demonstration, we will continue to use the same university topology used earlier in the series. Now let's see how we can leverage the security audit in FortiOS 5.6 to compare how our FortiGates are doing against security best practices. To do this, let's visit Security Fabric Audit. The Security Fabric Audit will give us a breakdown of all of the FortiGates and the versions they are running, as well as executing the audit. When we click Next, a series of tests will be executed on all of the individual FortiGates that test a variety of things from configuration to detected endpoints, to connectivity to remote logging devices. And it will break down this information in one easy-to-understand report. Here we can see all of the tests that failed against all of the FortiGates in our Security Fabric. The tests that have failed resulted in a security audit index score, visible here in the top left corner. When we scroll down, we can see all the information in the report on the screen. Some of the points of interest are identification of policies that have not been used in the last 90 days. All the devices not using FortiClient, indicating we are losing additional visibility into those devices. The applications they are using and the vulnerabilities that are running on them. We can see FortiClient has reported a number of vulnerabilities on a specific endpoint. This is the endpoint we saw earlier that we had quarantined as an example. We can see configuration issues that correspond to security best practices, such as botnet protection not being enabled on our WAN ports. By clicking Next, the security audit enables us to fix these issues directly from the audit results. Here let's turn on botnet blocking on the WAN ports of all FortiGates in the fabric. Clicking Apply Recommendations will create a backup checkpoint that will download the configuration of all three FortiGates in one zip file. This configuration change has been applied, and we can now view the configuration changes inside the audit screen. Here we can see the botnet blocking option has been enabled on all three FortiGates inside the security fabric. Now let's rerun the security audit to see if our security score has improved. The same tests have been executed, and here we can see that our current score is much better than our previous one. Next, we can use FortiClient to resolve the critical vulnerabilities on this one device. To do this, we will remove the vulnerability on that device and see how it impacts our score. Now that the vulnerabilities have been resolved, let's rerun the test and see how our score has improved. At the top left, we see our security score has improved again. We are getting more compliant and more secure with security best practices. You can also see the security audit results inside the topology. From the physical topology, we see a bubble next to each FortiGate with a numerical value. These provide a breakdown of the number of audit recommendations. Clicking on the bubble will give us the same report we just saw, but refined to that specific device. You can also see all the devices in the fabric by clicking on the Entire Security Fabric button on the right, and you can still view and fix the issues in this same window. We can also go to the dashboard and add the Security Audit Index widget to see the security score in an easy-to-understand format, conveniently on your dashboard. Here we see the new score, after all the improvements we have just made. We can also see historical scores on FortiAnalyzer. We will now log into the same FortiAnalyzer as earlier, choose the NOC section, and add a new NOC dashboard based on the security fabric we are using. We'll choose From Template, call it Fabric, and use a Security Fabric Audit template. Choose the security fabric we had used earlier on, and new widgets are added to the dashboard showing the number of audit tests that had failed in each category, indicating vulnerabilities. The current security score and historical security fabric scores in the widget at the bottom. This gives you clear visibility into the overall trend of the security score on your network, and allows you to see the changes historically for the entire fabric. This concludes our Security Fabric Overview series for FortiOS 5.6. Thank you for watching. For more technical videos, visit video.fortinet.com.